Hey everybody, this is Dave with What Game Now, and we're here for another Let's Take a Look video. Now, the game we're going to look at today is Riot at the Round Table. This game is a little bit different than the ones that we've done in the past, and that is because it's from an independent game development company called Imp Powered Games. They're based out of Utah, and the game was created and designed by Jessica and John Casper. Now, we were supposed to take a look at this game a few months back, and we did. We played it. Ethan and I got together and played it, and we brought in some other people to play a 4-person game, and it was hilarious, fun, and we all wanted to get it afterwards. With the coronavirus pandemic, it kind of kept us from doing what we wanted to do, which is just to play an 8-person game, which is the maximum number of the range. So I believe it's 2 to 8 players. The 2-player game that we played was fine. It worked really well. The mechanics were great. But the more people that you add, kind of more chaotic, and actually, to be honest with you, a little bit more fun that it becomes. So once again, it's right at the round table. This version that we have here is a beta version. So some of the components in here are a little different than what the final product became, but still great. So we're going to open it up and we're going to take a look at what's in it, and I'm going to explain a little bit about how the game goes. It's not going to be an in-depth rules dive, just basically talking about the game, showing some of the components, and basically how the game works. And then we'll do a play it now later where we actually play the game. So we're going to open it up now. This game is now currently, when we open it up, we'll talk about it a little bit, currently in a Kickstarter. Today is June 11th. This should get uploaded today, and as of today, they have 13 days left on their Kickstarter. Congratulations to them, because they are funded for the goal that they want, but they have a lot of stretch goals that they have coming up. So you still want to go there and still back the game, so you can get a copy of it, and also help get some cool stretch goals done. Okay, and the game isn't very expensive. The backing goals, I'll show some of the Kickstarter page, but I mean, I think it's somewhere like $20 or something like that is where you go. $15 to $20 will get you a standard copy of the game, and then better, upgraded versions the more that you back it for. All right, so the game comes with game card deck, these cheat cards here that lets you see what the hierarchy is for the face cards, and some of your arsenal cards, which we'll be going over later as to what they do. Also have a couple of different types of cards here. They've used it like a double-back design on the double-sided design on some of these too. They serve multiple purposes, and I think that's cool. You have your crown/scepter cards. I'll explain those. You have cannon cards, and you have clover cards. So basically the game starts off, everybody gets, everybody who's playing gets 6 game cards for a hand, and then 2 cannon cards. And the cannon cards, if you look on the back, they have these special, they're considered arsenal cards, I guess. They have special abilities, like this Guardian Angel here. If you play that, you're protected from other people's arsenal cards, okay? And you get more of these cards, these cannon cards and clover cards, which also have some pretty cool things that you can do. As you play along, I'll explain that a little bit more. All right, so basically the way that the game, their kind of catchphrase at the beginning, you'll see on their Kickstarter is, or in their rule book as well, was who will be the new ruler of Camelot. So basically this game is, depending on how many, we had 4 people, so depending on how many you have, but one person is the defender, okay? And that defender is basically attacked by the other people at the table. And they have to defend against the cards that are played against them. It's a nice little wooden die. I really like that. I hope they kept that in the final version. I didn't look to see, but I like the fact that it's made out of wood. So the cards come in kind of in a way, kind of like a standard deck of cards in a way, but you have like 1 through, I think it's 10, 1 through 10 of different suits. Do not remember what they call it right offhand, but these different card suits, factions, whatever the case may be, different ruler types. And then you have face cards, which you have your jester, your lord, your maiden, your guard, and your squire. And that's kind of like jack, queen, king, so on and so forth. All right, so pretty cool designs. So basically what happens is the defender is chosen. The other players, starting off with the initial attacker, go through and the initial attacker will play cards against the defender. Okay, so in this case, I have up to 6 cards can be played on, attacking the defender. So in this case, say I'm the initial attacker, I lay down 2 1s. Okay, well, these 2 1s are different suits. So basically, I would lay those down as the initial attacker, and then everybody else just kind of gets to pile on. They can add the same number, add cards of the same number. The defender get the same value. The defender gets to then play from his or her hand, play cards that are higher value to defeat those cards, basically, or defend against those cards. But once he or she's done that, then the other attackers, if they have other cards that they can play of equal or higher value, can play on top of that. In the end, whoever has the highest value, there's also like a trump suit, if I remember, the ruler of the round suit, that then can be played also kind of like as a trump card of a higher value by either the defender or the attacker. So in the end, whoever wins the battle, and there's 2 separate kind of battles going on here. So let's say I defend these up, and I'm the defender, and I win. These cards go to a dead pile. Any cards I do not defend successfully come back to my hand, and that's important because the goal is to, once the game card deck is empty, the first person to play their last card actually is the winner of the round. So try to give your opponent's cards while getting rid of your cards. And then at the end of that, or in the draw phase, you draw back up to 6. That's how we get more cards from the game card deck. And then we're just constantly switching cards around, going to the dead pile or to other people's hands. And once they're all gone, person plays last card wins. Now, you get 2 of these cannon cards in the beginning, and you can use those to help defend and so on and so forth. You can use those, to like add cards to people's hands or change what the ruler of the round is, or so on and so forth. But at the end of each, if the defender successfully defends, they get another cannon card. At the end of the round, the person who goes out first gets a crown. Everybody else gets a scepter. The person with the most cards in their hand gets a clover at the end of the round because they're the loser. Now these cards can be traded up to the crown or scepter cards. And the first person to get 3 crowns, or whatever you choose the number to be, is the winner. So standard, I believe, is 3 crowns. Now you can trade in a number of scepters. Let's see, you can trade in a number of scepters to get a crown. You can trade in a number of clovers to get scepters. So there are some catch-up mechanics that I think work really well. Let's see. So the game continues until someone has met that win condition of having 3 crowns. And then there's a tie. There are tiebreakers there in the rule book. But it's really fun. Okay, so here's, now that I've gone over basically how it works, I'm going to tell you about the experience that I had with it, that we had with it. So Ethan and I and two other people from our local shop got together and played, and it it's one of those games where you find out if you take it too seriously, you find out who your friends are. No, basically it's who, what people are willing to do to win, because there are a number of cards that can really fill someone's hand up, or keep you from being able to defend, or holding back cards and waiting, and there's a lot of strategy involved in trying to figure out when to play cards and so on and so forth. But you find out real quick that what people are willing to do to win. I can't. We were supposed to do an 8-person game, and I can't imagine the chaos that's going to bring. And I can't wait to do that. We are going to do that. We may make a smaller version of the game first to show you how it's played. Also going to include a link in the description to their Imp Powered Games YouTube, where they have how to play as well. So all that being said, I highly suggest this game to anyone who has a regular game group, or just even a family game, because the rules aren't hard to understand, and so you could play it with all the designs are family friendly that I've ever seen. So playing it with your family in general, if you have your significant other and children, or you have family that comes over to play a game night, it's a great game to pull out on those days where you don't want to go into a crazy rule set for a board game or something like that. It also makes a great party game. So if you're having people over, you can have multiple decks of it, but you can also play up to 8 players. So depending on how big your parties get. So I can't stress enough how much I recommend this game. All the information on how to back their Kickstarter and how to get a copy of this game as soon as you can will be in the description for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our new website at whatgamenow.com. And it'll give you all our links to our social media and even our new Discord. Community is very important to us, so we want your opinions and your suggestions and everything. Remember, Riot at the Round Table by Imp Powered Games. It's IMP, Imp Powered Games. Jessica and John Casper, thank you so much for letting us take a look at this game. Much enjoyment, and hopefully we'll have some, we're going to have some more videos on this to show exactly how fun it is. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to always ask the question, what game now? Hey, this is Dave. If you like what we're doing here at What Game Now, go ahead and click on one of the videos, which should be on either side of me, or click right in the middle and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell once you subscribe so that you know when we have new videos. Please go ahead and share us with your friends. Let everybody know that we're here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all of our subscribers already. And we look forward to bringing you more content every chance that we get.